Welcome back to Dual-Sided. COVID-19 may have cost, CP3 a ring this year. This morning, on Wednesday morning, this news of CP3 being out indefinitely, due to testing positive for the coronavirus, that was just learned a few hours ago. Number one, he's gonna be out for the beginning of the Western Conference Finals for sure. After entering the health and safety protocols for the COVID-19, but coming off Sunday's game where he dropped 37 points versus the Nuggets, where the Suns swept them, to move on to the Western Conference Finals. He averaged 15.7 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game on almost 51% field goal percentage. And Tuesday's announcement that that Chris Paul had made the 2020-21 All-NBA second team. So, just the morning after, he learns that, he's going to potentially miss, maybe the Western Conference Finals for sure. He's going to miss a portion, the beginning of, now they're just waiting on the winner of the Clippers versus the Jazz, which obviously is the Game 5 scheduled today. Obviously, we just learned Kawhi, with an ACL injury. We'll talk about that in another time. But a tweet from Shams at Shams Charania stated, Phoenix Suns All-NBA guard Chris Paul has entered COVID-19 health and safety protocols and is sidelined for an indefinite period of time. Sources tell The Athletic and Stadium. He would later on go to tweet again, Paul's status for the start of the Western Conference Finals is currently up in the air. Sources say noteworthy, depending on the medical circumstances, an isolation period could be shorter for a vaccinated individual. What he's trying to say there is, he potentially could have maybe not missed any games if he, got the vaccine. But, from Jalen Rose and a couple other analysts, they said that he did get the vaccine. But a few months ago in March, a tweet from Gerald Bjorget read, Chris Paul on getting vaccinated. I think all of these situations are personal type decisions. Says they'll keep talking about it in the NBPA, but doesn't see any kind of mandate coming. Wednesday morning, he again tweeted, people are flocking to this quote like it's proof that Chris Paul is definitely anti-vax or something. Have to keep in mind he said this as the head of the NBPA, and it doesn't necessarily mean he was never vaccinated himself. And then lastly, he tweeted, not much you can say about the Chris Paul situation, just more bad luck. And assuming he did in fact get fully vaccinated, you just have to hope the wait until the conference finals is long enough, man. So many people believe that this is not a case of bad luck, that they believe that, Chris Paul, may have not taken the vaccine, but, obviously we're not going to, get too far into that. But, what do you think of just this whole thing? You think, being and he's the president of the basketball association, the NBA Players Association.
Yeah, obviously it's bad luck. This is the second time he's been injured for Western Conference Finals,
and in this playoffs, like he's injured as we speak, like for his shoulder. I think his right shoulder or left shoulder,
or yeah, I meant like missed time. Obviously, the last time was the Rockets probably would have won that if you.
Yeah, so I mean it, hopefully, and that was the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
So I mean, once again, another case of bad luck. We're not even, we're just assuming that he took the vaccine. That really doesn't. I mean, to us, that doesn't, mean that he should be sitting out, but that's for another time. But the Suns have not addressed, this, the reports, or have not responded to the reports publicly yet. Right before the playoff began last month, one of the most popular players by the name of LeBron James. I don't know if you know who that is. You know him?
I heard of him.
You heard about him? Yeah, but LeBron James, I believe is how you say the name. He broke the COVID protocol, and we all know the consequences that he had, which was absolutely nothing.
Severe, huh?
Yeah, absolutely nothing. In fact, he faced no repercussions, no consequences, nothing. I think he just got a warning. But CP3 is the, he's the president once again of the NBA Players Association. So I mean, this must be. I feel like this is, and again, he tested positive for coronavirus. So I think that's, if you test positive, you have to, you have to wait a certain time, huh?
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, he got the vaccine, he didn't get that vaccine. If Chris Paul tested negative, and
LeBron tested positive?
No, I don't think he tested negative. He had to.
I don't know. CP3 he tested positive, so I guess that's different.
Yeah, so that just throws whether he got the vaccine or not. That throws that out the window. But I mean, we just learned that Chris Paul got tested positive a few hours ago. But before that, everyone was saying, "Oh, his anti-vax. None of this would have happened. This isn't bad luck. This is just him being irresponsible." But in reality, he does have he's positive for the virus, and the Suns aren't positive that they're gonna win the series without him. I mean, the Suns are in trouble without Chris Paul, huh?
Depends who they'd face, to be honest.
You think so? I think either Jazz or Clippers.
The Clippers aren't going to beat the Jazz without Kawhi.
Yeah, but we'll get into that later. But I mean, Jazz, I think they beat the Suns.
I don't know. That's going to be a good. I think that's going to go the distance, to be honest, 6 or 7 games.
Yeah, because I don't think Devin Booker's been doing his part, but I don't think he has I don't think he can carry that team. I mean, he did go 8-0 the last year in the bubble.
But CP3, he's not going to miss the whole.
Yeah, but he could miss the beginning. He could miss 2, 3, 4. Who knows how many games? Which it only takes 4 games to win the series. So I mean, they definitely need him. I mean, he is coming off a 37-point game against the Nuggets, where if they didn't have him, could have went to 5 games for sure. What do you think about CP3 missing a portion? You think that it's?
I mean, this is obviously this isn't the only team. CP3, you saw Kawhi.
We'll just say that for the next one.
Obviously, Curry.
List. But this is just crazy. This whole after seeing the CP3 carrying, leading the team, alongside with Devin Booker, this is just, it's just sad to see. I mean, hopefully he, because you think CP3 deserves a ring, huh? After
for sure.
I mean, drafted in 04 or 05, I mean, he's had bad luck. So I mean, him testing positive, that's bad luck, regardless of whether he got a vaccine or not. You can't wish anything negative upon Chris Paul. But hopefully hopefully the Suns do well. Hopefully the Suns they survive. They win a game or 2 depending on how many games he misses. And CP3, hopefully he has a speedy recovery. So once again, this is Dual-Sided. Follow us on Dual-Sided down below. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Comment down below your thoughts. And thanks for watching. Peace.